Thank you, Mr. Farley. Good evening, students, faculty, families, and friends. Before I give my speech, I want to make all our diplomas final because there's a few more things we need to learn before going out into the real world. So here's a quick crash course on how to be an adult. If you don't know how to do your taxes, we have Tax Act for a reason. Start investing for retirement right away. Compound interest is very powerful. 10% of your paycheck should go into your savings account. Pay your bills on time to get a better credit score and get lower interest rates, because everything is more expensive when your credit is bad. You can deduct moving expenses, medical expenses, mortgage interest, student loan interest, charitable gifts, even gambling losses. Relationships take constant work. Don't think that just because you're married, the work is over. Lastly, I'll leave you with the most important advice, which frankly, I'm surprised wasn't covered in the school curriculum. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. There, now that you know that, and that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, there isn't anything you can't do. I'm going to share a story I haven't shared with anyone. My hope is it'll help those who feel anxious about taking the next step. I remember going from grade school to middle school. For that transition, I didn't feel the least bit nervous because I had people I knew who were going with me. It is people that made me strong. But when I found out I was going to Anoka, where I knew no one, my strength was gone, and I was devastated. I remember denying, screaming, bawling, bargaining, all in one temper tantrum. It seems childish now and quite frankly embarrassing because I was angry, but not the angry where you're intimidating and taken seriously, but the kind where you're sobbing uncontrollably, so much so your eyes start to hurt, your nose starts running, and you're stuttering over every word. I thought of all the work I put in and all I went through to finally get a great group of close friends. And now, I was leaving it all behind. All that I had didn't come easy. I was convinced having friends was some sort of fluke, being the awkward, insecure freshman that I was. A select few of you may feel the same way. The rest probably feel conflicted about leaving the people you grew up with. But don't listen to that awkward, insecure freshman. Listen to me, the still awkward but secure senior. When I say, once you establish yourself in one setting, you're able to do so in another. We all hear about the Anoka family. Yes, it may sound a bit cheesy, but that doesn't make it any less real. Sorry, Farley. But I came to the school nervous and alone, but the Anoka family soon calmed my nerves. I met my first friend on my second day by merely asking for a pencil. From there on, I felt right at home, started meeting more people, and experiencing new things. Coming here was the best thing to ever happen to me. I've maintained the relationships I've made in my youth, and moving here allowed me to make so many more. It led me down a road where I obtained an amazing job at Men's Warehouse, got to meet the Minnesota Supreme Court, and learn from some amazing teachers and students. My freshman year, I got the highest score on the NOCTI General Management Test in the school's history, a record for which I am now tied. I knew already I wanted to do something business-related, but this proved I had a knack for it. I didn't seek out these opportunities. They found me, and I merely took advantage of them. But if these were my only noteworthy moments, my high school experience would feel empty. My best experiences are ones I sought out myself. The best way I did that was joining clubs like Knowledgeable, French Club, Youth in Government, and most importantly, speech and debate. Those two in particular helped me develop as a person, becoming more articulate, informed, giving me the skills of public speaking, research, and thinking on my feet, while leading me to meet some of my favorite people. Besides just joining clubs, you have to put yourself out there. That's what led me to my best high school moment, this moment, giving this speech and sharing my thoughts with all of you, an experience which I am truly honored to have. For those who are nervous about leaving everything behind, I hear you. I was too. But it worked out great for me. Some say that everything happens for a reason. That would imply I was destined to have an awesome high school experience. But I don't buy that. I just played the cards I was dealt to the best of my ability, with my best attitude. As long as you be yourself, be engaged in what you do, put yourself out there, and look for opportunities wherever they may be, you will meet people, build relationships, learn skills, and become a more developed person. I thought moving here would be the worst thing to ever happen to me. Time showed me it was the best. All of you moving on from here, let my story be evident. You will all be fine. You'll meet new amazing people, have great new experiences, and be the better for it. I'd like to close with a lyric from my favorite song, In My Life, by the Beatles. When I think of love as something new, though I know I'll never lose affection for the people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. I know years down the line, I'll remember this place fondly and stop and think about all of you. I'm thankful to be a part of the Anoka family and to have the privilege to have gotten to know the Anoka High School class of 2018. Thank you.